Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. Tottenham Hotspur face Fulham today in the Premier League, 6 p.m. kickoff. The lineup will be coming out in just a few minutes. I've got Spurs fan Dave with me. Dave, we played Fulham at home at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium back in January. It finished as a 1-1 draw. That was a disappointing evening. We're at Craven Cottage tonight for the Premier League clash, and we have won 5 out of our last last visits there in the Premier League. In the last 14 Premier League meetings between the two sides, Tottenham have won 10, Fulham have only won 1, and 3 have finished as a draw. How do you expect today's game to go?
Well, I think after the Burnley game, everything should be falling into place. I think we should be looking to win. It's a happy hunting ground, as you've rightly said. We won the last 5 games. We were there the last time we won there behind that goal when Harry Wing scored that last second goal, wasn't it? It made our 11th. Was our 11th away win in that out of 13, if you recall, with that season. We'd won 11 and lost 2 out of 13 matches, and then the rot set in. That was the end of the end. I think it was the end of January 9. Would that be end of January 19, Chris? From memory.
Wow, that's going back now, isn't it?
Yeah. Or end of January 19, I think it was, or 18. But anyway, it was the last time we were there before obviously today. So
now, Dave, there is a rumour, and I've seen this rumour all afternoon. There is a rumour that Gareth Bale, Dele, Heung-min Son, and Harry Kane will all be in the starting lineup. Now, the lineup is just about to be announced. We will find out in the next minute or so. But what are your thoughts if all of those 4 are in the starting lineup today?
I think that's wishful thinking. I don't. He might surprise everybody, but knowing Jose like we do, he's. I can't see him playing all 4. I think we might get 3 out of 4. Definitely, I think Bale will start, and he'll start against Palace. But I don't think you'll see 4 of them.
Well, Dave, it is the Gareth Bale that we all wanted to see since arriving at Hotspur away in the summer, because 4 goals and 3 assists in his last 4 games in all competitions. He's finding form at last. Yeah,
at last he's finding his feet. So it's taken a while, but I mean, arguably you could say, well, he hasn't been ready. He's frightened to go full blast.
Dave, I'm sorry to stop you there, but you're absolutely wrong, because all 4 of them are in the starting lineup. Gareth Bale, Dele Alli, Heung-min Son, and Harry Kane. They are all in the starting lineup for today's game. How exciting is that?
Well, that is brilliant.
Hugo Lloris in goal as our captain, Matt Doherty at right back, then we've got Ben Davies at left back, and then the centre-back pairing of Toby Alderweireld and Davinson Sanchez. We've got Pierre-Emile Højbjerg and Tanguy Ndombele, and then we have that magical 4. Gareth Bale, Dele Alli, Heung-min Son, and Harry Kane. Dave, what are your initial thoughts on that lineup?
Well, I think he's obviously going for a fair lineup there. I think he swapped round for the back for the fullbacks, but he's obviously going for going for a flair and going for goals. I think we've longed for this lineup, so that is a dream. That what you want to call the dream team, isn't it? Really, I mean, if they all score a goal as well, how about that? 4-0.
It's what all the Tottenham fans want to see, though, Dave, isn't it?
Yeah,
attacking football, and when you've got the quality in those 4 in the side, it's almost guaranteeing goals, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you think so? Because I think Ali was a bit upset and missed out against Burnley. I think he got in, but I think they all wanted to get in on the act, really. But Fulham won't be a soft touch, because they've got their own agenda, haven't they? If they beat us, they get out the bottom 3. So it's a big one for them as well.
Just a comment on screen now, Dave, from Alex. Are you doing fan cams after the game? Of course, yes, Alex, you're very welcome to come on the channel. Anyone who watches this channel, if you'd ever like to come on after the game or before the game to discuss anything Tottenham Hotspur related, please do get in touch, and more than welcome to come on. Dave, just to confirm the substitutes today against Fulham, We've got Hart, Reguilon, Tanganga, Dyer, Sissoko, Winks, Lamela, Lucas, and Carlos Vinicius. You know, with the starting lineup that we've got, Gareth Bale, Dele Alli, Heung-min Son, and Harry Kane. Now I tell you, I can't be more excited about having, you know, those four in the starting lineup. But do you see Carlos Vinicius getting much game time between now and the end of the season, Dave, in the Premier League?
No, well, he may do, because I think he's going to start prioritising the Europa League. I think that's where he'll be switching it round. I mean, I don't think Harry would be happy about it, but I think that's where his thoughts will be lying into the Europa League, I think. So Vinicius will get some game time, I think, in the league. Yeah, I think he will. He might even get a run out against Palace, because obviously, depending on how this game goes, he may rest a couple of those players, because obviously we've got to play the first leg out in Croatia, haven't we? So rather than playing at home, so you know they've got that trip to do. So I've got a feeling that he might rest them.
Dave, the results in the Premier League in the last week or so have gone for Spurs, haven't they? Because you know, you look at the table now. You know, a few weeks ago, a lot of Tottenham fans were thinking, "Oh, top four, it's gone." But you look at the table now. We've got this game in hand. You know, it's so vital that we get the 3 points. And you're starting to look at future fixtures and thinking, well, we can get a win there, we can get a win there. How confident are you for top four if Tottenham win tonight?
Well, it's a help, definitely a help, and you can't rule anything in or out at the moment. Yeah, it all depends on us. I mean, we don't want to worry about other teams. We worry about our own form and our own what we're doing. We've got the squad. I mean, you read out that substitutes bench, and I mean it's a very strong bench, even with playing those 4 players. Yeah. So it's a very strong bench, and I think we're equipped to do both. We're equipped for the Europa League and the league. Yeah, I mean, it's all there. I mean, once you just need to get a run of wins together, we just need to get momentum up in the Europa League. I mean, if one feeds off the other, we can get some momentum. Then you've got the North London derby around the corner, which is a good one. That's obviously at their place, and we haven't done a double over them for quite a few years, so that would be a nice one to get. So I think if we can build up a head of steam, then it's all out. But it's really up to us, really. I know other teams have been dropping points, but we need to get our act together. And and if this team really turns it on, and Gareth Bale continues like in the vein he is, I mean, Harry, it takes pressure off Harry. It's a nice, lovely assist from Gareth for Harry as well on Sunday. So I think the future's looking a lot brighter than it did 2 or 3 weeks ago. If you think about it, this shows you what a win can do. And a couple of wins against Wolfsburg, a nice win against Burnley. The goals are flowing. We weren't scoring goals. We haven't conceded. We don't want Fulham to put the kibosh on anything. So,
Dave, I've got a question on screen. Is that your favourite shirt that you're wearing?
Yeah, it is.
And another question here. Great, or delighted to see Dele Alli back in the starting 11. It really is great to see Dele Alli back in the starting 11, especially in Premier League football, isn't it, Dave?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's just right that he didn't go to PSG or anywhere else. He was carrying little knocks, and as Jose said, that if you carry these little knocks, sometimes are worse than just having a big one. Because you're out of sorts all the time, and this, that, and the other, and he obviously knows it's man management. I mean, at the end of the day, as he says, we'll see what happens at the league table, etc. But he's been managing these players. He's managing Gareth Bale. He's managing Dele Alli. He's managed Tonga. He's come to the good. He's managed him right. So, he's on the right track. He's on the right track.
Dave, so many Spurs fans are commenting, saying that they're absolutely delighted with this lineup. You know, there should be no excuses tonight. We must get another win under our belt in the Premier League because, of course, you know, in our last 7 Premier League games, we've won 2 against West Bromwich Albion and against Burnley, but we lost the other 5. And if we want that European spot, you know, whether it be Champions League or Europa League for next season, tonight is another must-win game. Harry Kane loves scoring against Fulham. 4 appearances against Fulham, 6 goals. As I said, you know, Gareth Bale's in great form as well. But a poor stat for Spurs. So far this season in the Premier League, we've played 4 times in midweek and we haven't won. We've lost 3 and drawn 1. But, you know, it is highly important today, Dave, isn't it, that Tottenham do get the 3 points and nothing less?
Yeah, nothing less. Nothing less will do. With no more slip-ups. We've got to get tonight's win. Then we've got Palace and then Arsenal in the league. So that's what we want. Yeah.
Dave, what score prediction are you going with? I'm going for 2-0. So please do everyone put your score predictions in the chat, and I'll put them on screen.
Well, Dave, I said earlier I'm going to have a 4-0. I said 1 each for the dream team. How about that?
You're really going 4-0, are you?
I'm going to have a 4-0. I think 2 in each half. Yeah, I think we'll put them out their misery tonight and make up for that draw at home where we should have won. Really, I know they nearly beat us, but yeah, I'm going for a 4-0. I feel bullish tonight. I feel bullish.
There's a 5-0 on screen now. There's a 4-1. There's a 3-0 or a 2-0. 3-1. Everyone's confident.
Well, 4-0 did it for me last. Yeah, 4-0 did it for me last time, didn't it? I think you had. Yeah, so I'm going for another 4-0.
Will we really win 4-0 again? Wolfsburg 4-0, Burnley 4-0, and in tonight a 4-0.
Yeah, another 4-0.
Just to confirm, you know, if anyone has just tuned in, Hugo Lloris is in goal, Matt Doherty at right back, and then we've got Ben Davies at left back, the centre-back pairing of Davinson Sanchez and Toby Alderweireld. We've got Pierre-Emile Højbjerg and Tanguy Ndombele, and then Gareth Bale, Heung-min Son, Harry Kane and Dele Alli. All 4 of them are in Tottenham's starting lineup. Absolutely unbelievable.
Unbelievable, yeah.
Tottenham can get the result and get the 3 points because, you know, we need to carry on winning all of these matches, you know, from now until the end of the season in the Premier League.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dave, thank you very much indeed for joining me and enjoy the game. And as I say, let's hope Tottenham get the 3 points. So thanks for watching, everyone. And thanks for all of your comments as usual. I'll see you after the game where I'll be talking to a number of Spurs fans about the game. Enjoy it and come on, you Spurs.
Come on, Tottenham, let's have another goal.